Hey, welcome to Set Your Day with Dr. J. 20 minutes of positivity to empower you to create a successful day. I believe that God wants you to have a successful day today. I believe God wants you to win. I believe that today is a day the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice. We're going to be glad in it. We're going to have a right, positive mental attitude as we go into this day that we're going to create. We're going to create a great day. And it all starts at the beginning of your day. Psychologists will tell you, they've proved it over and over and over again, that what you're listening to the first 20 minutes is shaping your performance throughout the rest of that day. And if it's positive, they say your performance will increase by up to 38% throughout that day. So that's why I started Set Your Day with Dr. J, to get your mind thinking right. So, hey, I want you to do us a favor. I want you to share, like, comment down below, and it's going to be great. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about resetting your mind for success. Resetting your mind for success. And I want to tell you a story about what happened to me. And it was in 2002, March 16th, by the way. And I've told this story so many times, but everything literally fell apart in my life. I mean, I faced one of the worst years of my entire life that year. And one of the things that I learned during that time is that when you're under pressure, it's like what's inside of you will come out of you. And what happened to me in that time was everything fell apart. All this pressure came on me. We were $180,000 in credit card debt. No money in the bank, no opportunities was going on. It's like everything literally in my life completely just went crazy. I'm like, what is going on? And I remember in that moment, the thoughts that I had. And it's very, very important because under pressure, I started thinking, here was the main thought I started thinking. I thought, I'm a failure. I'm a failure. And what was happening, right, was that I was focusing on the negative outcomes of my life, right? I had my mindset and I was locked into, okay, I failed at this, I failed at this, I failed at this, I failed at this. And particularly all I could see is all the current failures, all the wrong decisions I made, all the mess ups I made. And so what happened is that I started saying to myself, I'm a failure. And I'm going to tell you, if you've ever been there, I mean, right? I mean, if you think about it, I had to move out. We had to transition. I knew that I was in trouble. I had to transition. And that transition time took about 45 days. So from the point of knowing, hey, we got to move out, we got to go move, and we got to change course. We had to get rid of almost all of our furniture that we had at that time. And so those 45 days on my mind was brutal. And I say brutal, right? Because like I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed, I I feel like I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. I'm looking at my wife thinking, wow, you know, uh, I feeling bad for her because she has to go through all of this packing up, leaving again, putting stuff in boxes. You know, that stuff alone is like make you depressed all itself. Woo, moving, right? And here I am. I'm thinking I had 45 days to process all these, and trust me, the mood, my attitude, my mental state was horrible. And then I remember the day that we moved in and we're there, and I'm thinking, wow, this is where I'm at. And and I remember I said this to myself with tears coming down my face. I said, I'm such a failure. And here's something that I want to give you that I learned right there. I learned that I had programmed myself to think I'm a failure instead of programming myself to think that I am a success in life. I want you to get that. I had programmed myself because what happened? I went through a season. Now, the season didn't start that 45 days. The season had been going on. That's how I ended up where I was at. It was like no matter what I did, no matter what happened, it's like one letdown after the next letdown after the next letdown, one punch in the face after the next punch in the face. And 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 it came to that moment, right? And all of a sudden I realized that inside, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And that's why it's very important to pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your inner voice, in what you are saying to yourself is so important and so critical in life. And many people don't listen to their inner voice. And yet it's that voice that's coming from your heart that's dictating the steps you're going to take in life. It's going to dictate your hands, what you do, where you go with your feet, what you do with your hands is all determined not by your head, but by your heart set. And what I discovered was I had to do some heart work. I realized that I had allowed a label to come on me, and I accepted a label of failure. I'm a failure. I was beaten down. I was low. And in my mother-in-law's house, when I said, I'm such a failure, tears are coming down my face. My wife said this statement to me, and it was like, whoa. She said, Keith, no person is a failure. You don't know your identity. You don't know who you really are. I'm like, whoa. No person is a failure. Failure is only an event that you experience on the way to achieving your dreams, on the way to your destiny. These are just events. It's not who you are. At the core of who you are a success. And that's the only kind of a man I would marry is a success in life. I'm like, wow. And I realized right then, I'm like, I got to reprogram my subconscious. I got to reprogram my heart, because I let my heart get dark. I let my heart buy into the lie. Don't you think that I had an enemy sitting on my shoulder telling me, yeah, that's what you are, because remember, he is the accuser of the brethren. What does he want to? He wants to scream in your ears at the time when you're the lowest. He'll scream in your ear, you're stupid, you're no good, you're a loser, you're a failure. That's the accuser of the brethren coming. That's the voices of the dark side coming. And all of a sudden I realize, wow, I gotta reprogram myself. At the core of who I am, the core. Most people don't know who they are. But at the core of who you are, when God made man, he made a champion, a supreme being with all the attributes of a winner. I started to realize, wow, at the core, at my core, pull everything away and get down to the core and the core of who I am. I am a champion. I am a winner, a supreme being. And I have the attributes to win. When I got a hold of that, I'm like, wow. And I started thinking, okay, I got this thing going on. I'm a failure. I need to reset my heart and my mindset and get it on the highway of success. I need to get this thing in alignment with who I really am and what God really wants me to be. God wants me to be a success in life. And at the core of who I am a success in life. My friend, I believe that success is your moral and spiritual obligation and duty on the earth. I want to say that again. I believe that success is your moral and spiritual obligation on this earth. I want to say it again. I believe that success is your spiritual and moral obligation to the world and to God while you exist on this earth. If you're not successful, how can you contribute? If you're not successful, how can you take care of your family? If you're not successful, how can you achieve your God-given destiny? Success. Success. I know people don't want to talk about this word, but I love this word. I is this word. I embrace this word. I love this word. Success, 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 success is my moral and spiritual obligation. Success is my breakfast of champions. Woo, woo, yes. I love success. I love hitting the mark. I love obtaining my objectives. And just because on the road to obtaining some objectives that I have in life, some things that I want to manifest in the earth, just because I hit a few road bumps, just because I make a few bad decisions, just because things don't turn out as planned, that does not mean that I am a failure, that I am a loser, that I'm no good. No, that's wrong. It's just little events along the journey that I have to experience in order to get to where I got to go. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? So first of all, you gotta really tap into it. All starts with identity, doesn't it? You got to know who you really are at the core of who you are, because you can't do until you first be. You be, you do, you have, then you help. And when you know who you really are, when you have your identity, I am a child of God. I have the DNA of God inside of me. God's not a loser. God's not a failure, right? 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 Everything God is, I am. God's a winning God. God's successful. God's rich. God's intelligence. God is beautiful. Everything He is, I am in the earth. Even Jesus said, "Oh God, that they would see," his prayer. "Oh God, that they would see that I am in you, and you are in me, and they are in us, and we are one." Oh, everything God is, I am. That's my identity. That's who I am. I'm successful. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm unstoppable. I'm happy. I'm winning. That's who I am. I'm a genius. And whatever problems I'm facing, I can figure it out. Because all wisdom and knowledge is already inside of me. He is all wisdom and He's in me. So I hope you're getting this today. I want you to reprogram your mind. And if you've experienced some negative situations in your life, I want you to get this. You are not the events that you've experienced. These events, they happen to everybody, my friend. They happen to the super elite rich. They happen to the poor. They happen to the middle class. It's part of the life experience. Negativity will always be part of the life experience. But just because there's negativity going on around you, just because things are not working out, you can't let that get inside of you. You got to be bulletproof, rock solid on who you are. And when you know who you are, man, I am God's champion. I am God's winner. I am successful. I am rich. I'm already there. Why? Because I'm living in the future I want to see. And you start saying to yourself over and over and over and over again until you get it down in, you cram it down in your heart and you exude it. You exude it. That's when your life starts changing. I just came back from a conference, and I went to a conference where I'm really working on growing some certain skill sets in my life. And so I was just a participant, right? It's not I'm on stage speaking, I'm doing the training. No, I was just a participant. And I do this every year. I consistently get myself in atmospheres where I'm learning, where I'm growing. I'm a professional learner, and then I take what I learn and I apply it. And this lady walked up to me. She said, "I want to have you come speak to my big group of people." I'm like, I don't even know who you, do you know who I am? She said, "No, I don't know who you are." I said, "Well, why do you want me to come speak to your big group of people?" And she said, "I watched you throughout this conference." And she said, "I saw that you have what the men in my group need." I'm like, "What?" She said, "You have confidence. I saw you walk with confidence. Everything about you just exudes confidence. And that's what my men need." I'm like, "Are you serious, lady? Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah." She said, "Do you know what my brand is?" She said, "No." I said, "I'm known as America's #1 confidence coach." She said, "Get out of here." I'm like, yeah. See, where'd that come from? Doing the inner work, my friend. You got to do the inner work. Everything that's negative that's happening on the outside of you, it's because you haven't done the work inside of you. Hope you've enjoyed this today. I want you to like, share, If you're watching on YouTube, hey, hit the button to subscribe. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Don't forget to go get my Financial Fast Track book, my new book that just come out. Just go to financialfasttrack.com. Hey, we're going to be taking that down soon. I bought all the copies. So we're running out of copies. So you better hurry up. Financialfasttrack.com. You can go there. It's my gift to you. It's free. We'll ship it out to you. You do just pay shipping and handling, but I bought the book already for you. It's sitting in my warehouse waiting for you to get it in your mailbox. And we talk a lot about this subject of success and the importance of it as a believer in that book. Success, the only thing that brings you influence in the world. That word right there, it's the only thing. Now, your spirituality brings you a lot of influence in the church, but only success. The marketplace doesn't care how spiritual you are. Only success brings you influence in the marketplace, right? And that's where we want to make a difference. So we want to be both. We want to be spiritual. Oh yeah, we want to be spiritual, but we also must be successful in what we're doing so we can impact this world around us. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Hey, I'm going to just jump on over here. Hey, Janine, good to see you. Good to see you. Great post the other day. Hey, Mary's on with us. Bernard, that's a great story. He said, thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Bernard. Love you, man. Irene from Cameroon. Hey, this is my little daughter there. So many of you are here. Thank you. Thank you. Who else is on? Thomas. Hey, Thomas, good to see you. Good to see you on. Hey, share, like it. Remember, that's what we always do here. Hit the share button up there. Don't be a consumer, be a contributor, and don't sit back and just listen. Hey, post down below, especially if you're watching by replay. Hit replay down below so we know that you watched. God bless everybody. Go create a great day. Bye-bye now.